zipping past him and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Crunch. Hurry.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch the run.
Third and 2, Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Throw left side complete to QT. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third and 11. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. The 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Colts pick it up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On first down, it's Lott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 41, Luck steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Lott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. At their own 17-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man. Complete. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 76 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Love. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easy.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 27, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right here, right here.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And to the left side here, Wilson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. To throw is Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough.
And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards. A first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. From the 50, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. And Wilson has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 12 yards there and a first down. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Clock throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before the break. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the pass.
From the red zone now, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are all tied at 28. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 29, Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Texans.
57, 19, 58, come on. I know he ain't got it. Shot 31. Check 90.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 26. They begin with a run by Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 40 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 29-yard
Look out.
line.
5, 6, 5. Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
They run with Hines.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's Locke. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Luck on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is taken at his 4. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. Here's Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Love. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there.
He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in onto their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your